Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all you little maniacs across the world, welcome to Robcast Radio AM number 20. It's Monday morning, April the 3rd. Woo! Wake up! Radio AM coming at you live, uncut and unrated from a Spreaker Podcast and Robcast Radio. So here's Zombie, and here we go.
Hear the lady say hello. Oh, good morning, Brazoria County. Power off. Power on. Turn everything on. I'm about to turn all of you on.
Maybe not all of you. Come on, don't get all excited there.
So rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. As you all know, it's your world, baby. I am just a squirrel. Oh, goodness gracious, boys and girls. What do you all have to be grateful for today? I can tell you that I'm grateful. I found the thrift shop find of the week, and it's an old Magic 8 Ball. An old Magic 8 Ball. Is anyone actually listening to this bullshit Magic 8 Ball? Let's see what they say. Wow, it's just said, boom! Yes! We know better, guys. You know we're all over the motherfucking world in the other Robcasts. So we had to bring back Radio AM on a Monday. Yeah, as you know, you may not know. Tune into some of the other programming at Spreaker Podcast. Download the app. You can't go wrong. It's the best podcasting network on the planet Earth, period. I mean, and listen to me. Hey, if you're going to start your own podcast, you want to do your own Robcast, send me an email, radiorobcast@gmail.com, radiorobcast@gmail.com, radiorobcast@gmail.com. That's how I will encourage you to correspond with any of the Radio Robcast programming. Hey, not to mention, download the Spreaker Podcast app. Not just to listen to us. We have other very incredible programming. We've got the Joe Rogan Experience. We've got Fat Man on Batman. We've got Hollywood Babylon. We've got The Nerdist. We have the Adam Carolla Show. Right here at Spreaker Podcast, the best podcasting network on the planet Earth. And while you're there, yeah, that's right, while you're at the Spreaker Podcast, while you're there doing your thing like a chicken wing hanging on a string, make sure that you go to where it says created by, click on my name, and follow the show. And I have a note that says when I do not do the show, I just start to talk to myself. And you all know, yeah, I appreciate the cheap therapy. So yes, it's Monday morning, and it's like, Zombie, how can you be so happy? Yesterday, last weekend, my back basically went out. I couldn't even move. So I was like, man, I pushed it too hard, trying to get some of these motorcycles and things running so that we can keep things going. Here at radio at Robcast Radio, it costs to be the boss, to be the boss and the boss. So we have to put together a couple of little old contraptions to sell in order to pay the bills around the old radio station. So like I say, I would rather to continue to bring you better programming and advance and move forward in life, as I always would encourage you to advance and move forward in life. and to be grateful for the things that you have, man, that you need. Some of the smallest things in life, man, you take for granted. And whenever I'm like, I get a little bit down on myself, I'm like, man, trailer trash, this and that. You know, you've heard it your whole life. And then you see someone that's living in a third world country who, I mean, my mobile home would be like a motherfucking palace to them. And hey, at least, you know, I own what I have. And at least I also, you know, and is this just a justification? You know, it may not be much, but I do own a small piece of land. You know what I mean? And I have an incredible ability to turn these small things into something a little bit bigger. Just like the continuous advance at our radio programming. Bam! We will continue to advance. But the point that I was trying to make in my bumblings on a Monday morning is that yesterday I decided, man, I really should probably just take it easy. It's Sunday, you know, I couldn't, like, I had two little dirt bikes, that a little Yamaha and an Apollo, and both of them I'm putting up for sale, and I'm not having a whole lot of luck. Like, parts came in, I'm putting things back together, and this wasn't looking real good for either one of them to be, like, on the road and rocking and rolling super soon. And then, I don't know, I was bored. I just got totally bored, man, like maybe 3 o'clock yesterday, because the weather looked pretty bad early. It didn't rain or anything, but it looked pretty bad. So I was like, oh, man, I'll get this little Yamaha Pee-wee 50 out and just play with it and, you know, tinker on it a little bit. But lo and behold, after, you know, doing my thing for a little while, bam, it was running. I rode it around. I was like, okay, well, that's one down. Just trying to take the day off. And so I have a timing plate that came in for this other motorcycle. So I'd already pulled the magneto off of it and everything. I said, well, you know, why not? Let's see if this other timing plate. Of course, it didn't want to come out. I had to get the impact and shit after it. Hammer-driven impact. And anyway, get the timing plate. I got the other timing plate in. And yeah, everything's wired different. The wires are different colors and shit, different connectors. I'm like, well, fuck. So what do you do, man? I just did my thing, and guess what? At the end of doing a little ultrasonic cleaning to the carburetor and some other stuff like that, another clean little dirt bike. Bam! I kicked it, and sounds pretty tough. So there we have it, a little 2-stroke and a little 4-stroke, both running. I was still waiting on a couple of little things to come in, a side cover, you know, stuff like that. So how have all of you little maniacs been? I've missed you all, and we'll try to bring Radio AM. I'm not going to try to do it every single day. We'll try to bring it 2 or 3 days a week at the moment, because if you haven't been paying attention to the Robcast... Hold on, let me turn everything else off so that you've got my undivided attention. Hold on. But now, what I was saying is that I don't know if you've paid attention to what's going on with just Robcast, but because of my 44th birthday, we're going to try to get out to Robcast number 44 as quickly as possible, which for us, we don't get any big rushes. But what we've done, and not just trying to get to we're near number 44 anyway. What I thought would be kind of nice is to do kind of a retrospective and go back a couple years because it is the 2-year anniversary of Robcast Radio. We thought we'd do a retrospective and go back a couple years to the original Car Corn Zombie show and give you all a few of the lost episodes. They're pretty interesting. I mean, as a producer, not kind of. We didn't even like. What's funny about this is that because we're just gonna do the show, whatever said is said, and whatever. Like basically. You know, no rules. And being from a regular AM radio background, a Robcast is really a blessing because you can really speak your mind. If you drop the fuck bomb, it happens. Okay, we don't have to go back. We don't have the time delay and all that stuff. It's just a couple of guys sitting down at the end of the day, maybe having a cold beer and talking about what's going on in their world. So yeah, for maybe the next week, the Robcast will be, I still get on there and talk a little bit and kind of set up what's going on to an extent, but I really don't even know what I'm playing. So it's kind of other than the fact that we would just put on like the regular radio and take a break and leave the Carlton's boom, 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 jam on it, whatever that song where the Carlton dance was invented. Anyway, so yeah, that's just kind of like a what's going on there. And yeah, trying to just take the day off and not do much and getting totally bored. Turned up getting a couple of little projects at least lined up and out of the way and on the good list of things instead of the list of things to let the junk man haul off. Because let me tell you something, sometimes I take a gamble. Like a guy stops by and he has a moped, he has a mini bike, and he has a three-wheel scooter, a three-wheel moped in the back of his truck. And he's really trying to sell this mini bike. And the mini bike I'm not even interested in. I'm interested in this weird three-wheel moped that has a cab on it. It's like a motorcycle with the cab and two tires in the back. And I was like, no, but I'll buy that one off of you. And I bought that from him, and it wasn't expensive, okay? I bought it for parts, if anything. And if anything, it looks cool. It's a different looking kind of contraption. But the guy's like, no, but look, this mini bike cranks right up. And I was like, I'm not interested in the mini bike, sir. But the mini bike, the reason I wasn't interested, it was a bicycle that somebody had welded to part of a mini bike frame, and it still had like the bicycle frame, bicycle handlebars, with a mini bike welded to it, and it looked a little bit sketchy as far as the mechanical integrity of it. I don't know. So that was yesterday, and now we thought we would get out here and inspire all of you all to wake up every day doing what you love to do. Every single one of you has a special talent, and you should use it to your advantage. Use it, man. Don't lose it. All of us have a bad day, and all of us sometimes think that we might be in the wrong job, we might be in the wrong situation. And to this, I say to you, there is always, always, always a creative solution out of your situation. You got to use your brain. Especially in the society we live in today, we're trained to not think for ourselves. And whenever you really close your eyes and think for yourselves and think things out, it's amazing what other outside influence, and also it's labor to think for yourself. It's labor to the thought process and to go through things in your own brain and make a judgment or a decision based on your own judgment instead of what other people say, what other people think, or what's on social media. That's one part. But the other part is to perform every task to the best of your ability, no matter how small, no matter how big. And these little tasks and these things that you do to the best of your ability will definitely stack up to success. The zombieisms of the day are that you've got to live for your mind.